Welcome. This is Barry Jones from the Angel School. And today we are going to do a meditation with Archangel Michael. And this is for Monday, April 27th, 2020. And so right away, Archangel Michael is showing me sort of a megaphone. And so this is about expressing yourself and in ways that you allow yourself to express yourself in terms of abundance. So I get a feel that he's just writing with angel number 5 and the angel number 48. So let's take a look at the angel number 48, because the angel number 5 is about significant changes occurring in your life. And but the angel number 48 is usually a sign of the angels of abundance around you. And the number reads, your prayers about money have been heard and answered by the angels. Okay? So what I was getting a sense of is about expressing yourself in a way that aligns with abundance. And so there's some negative thinking, okay, that your thoughts that you're forming and beliefs that is interfering with that. Now, this is a little strange, but I guess I have to just say it and then I'll probably understand it better. But the two words I saw was nasty earth. So I feel like, that sounds like someone we know, but it just sounds, there's a feeling of looking at everything, judging each other, because that's a harsh word, nasty, to, when you say something's nasty, you call someone nasty. And it's about just, it's a feeling of low energy, really low frequencies, low energy. And the thing is, it's not about whether or not it exists but it matters more that you perceive it, that you give your attention to it, and that you include it in your life and in the conversations that sort of stir in your mind. So it's once you give attention to it, don't, get crazy about this, like, oh my God, I can't, I got to watch what I do, and you start turning your head away and trying to, it's not like that. But you want to be aware of how you let someone else's, because I feel like that's just coming from an attitude from someone, or just some kind of general kind of disdain, for life. There are people that are very negative like that, or use the word nasty and to refer about a lot of things. And so it's about how you allow or put your attention onto things or people that you are judging. And so if you're constantly giving a lot of your energy judging people and what they do and what they say and how they do it, this can really impact you and influence your point of attraction, so that you now have a negative focus. It's like you're not, in that moment, you're not seeing the opportunities. You're not seeing the blessings. You just can't be in two frequencies at the same time. Okay? So you're going to really have to decide, and as a practice for this day, decide where you want to focus your attention. What is worthy of you? Thinking about that energy exchange. you know, and if you give yourself over to these influences, then you're going to, encounter more of these energy exchanges, because like will attract like. So we're going to, and Archangel Michael says, this card says you can do it. And this is the card that came to my mind when I was thinking about just having a physical card from all of my decks to represent Archangel Michael's message. And he confirmed this. And so the thing is that you can do this. Right now, you may feel like you're in the mire, like things right now just may feel incredibly awful. I don't want to use the word nasty, but maybe you're feeling about everything that's going on in the world right now. It's just, really awful. And you can't find any kind of, you just can't, it's hard to find, to feel good every day. Maybe you feel like you're struggling to keep yourself afloat. But he's saying in this time that you can face all of this. You can stand in your power, and you can be a channel of love and beauty. So if everything you see, and I just hate saying that word, but is nasty, is awful, it's, everything is just not what you desire, then to that energy, let your response be beauty. Trust that you and each individual can bring beauty, can bring a transformation of beauty, of abundance. You can do it. You don't have to give in to these negative impulses, the judgments and assumptions. You don't have to give in to that. We can be better. And so it's really about us learning to be better. It's a choice that we're making right now, is to be better. To, even though we think that there are people that we criticize because they're not doing their best, but that's okay. You and I, if each one of us decides to be better around them, then they will have no choice, right? But right now, we're not all being better because we're judging and we're getting angry about what they are doing and not doing. And it's making us like them. Archangel Michael's name means he who is like God. So in a sense, if any of the archangels understand the law of attraction and understand the point of attraction, as his name is always about being like God. And that's what he's really saying. You can do it. You can do it. Okay? You can be aware of the source energy flowing through you, the love, the channel of love flowing through you, and bringing that beauty, that inspiration, that prosperity, that abundance into the world through your gifts and your skills. And so everything is sort of just off right now. And, we find ourselves at a point where we're going to have to rebuild. But see, that's the great purpose here, so that we have time to reflect and to think about what it is that we want to rebuild. And this is a relationship with the world right now that we want to rebuild. We want to reestablish a relationship of compassion and love and beauty and expressing that. So let's call upon Archangel Michael now, who is already with you. And I just want you to be aware. So he's showing me the tree. It's so thin, your trunk. When you focus negatively, even though you're not the one perpetrating the negativity, but when you give your attention, you align with it, You really can't, we want to dig in there and rescue, but you can't rescue if you become it. You have to focus on what it is you want to represent, the message of love that you want to represent, the positive element, the positive influence. And that's what you bring to them. And you just be it and resound it in a way that is authentic and in a way that is non-judgmental and allows others to receive at their own pace. And so Archangel Michael, first of all, wants to cut any connections that you've taken into your heart. So he wants to start with clearing your heart chakra and the energy of the heart. And just by giving him permission, just first of all, you feel his energy. You feel, and I want you to think of him less about the angels as people or personalities. And I really want you to think of and focus on their energy. Whether they have wings or these wings are emanations of their light and their ability to expand that light and to, with thought, control their own energy field and to envelop you and to draw from you or withdraw from you energy that you are holding that is not true to yourself, true to your being, and that is not serving you. So right now, without thinking about Archangel Michael, how he's severing this energy, without thinking about, things in terms of our physical world, so let's just be with this idea of energy, because this is so much faster than imagining what tools he's using. The tools that I believe that we see as, psychic mediums or whatever, are just symbolism of how they're going about doing this. But we want to go to that quantum field level of healing. And just thinking about that, everything is energy. You are energy. The angels are energy. The earth is energy. The chair, every physical thing that you are attached to is just energy. And you're seeing it as such or experiencing it as such because your energy called it into being. Our collective energy is calling all of this physical three-dimensional reality, all of the matter, we're calling it into form collectively. We're channeling that collective consciousness and that collective energy. And so it is easy for Archangel Michael to come in as energy and remove energy from you. So just feel his presence, just absorbing. And any way that he does this, that he's just removing that energy. Think of it like a code. He's just looking at the codes of energy that are flowing in your energy field. And any code, he just wrote the codes that will remain intact in place are the God codes. So in your energy field, there are God codes, which he can recognize. I'm not being shown what that code is, but I just know that he wrote God. We have God codes, our energy, because that's our source. And he can identify that. And all the other codes, he can immediately withdraw them. He's been the angels of messengers of God and given permission when we ask to remove those codes of miscreation. And now he's placing in the God codes of abundance. And this is all energy. And you may be really feeling that your energy field is getting very hot. Especially, you may feel some specific areas of heat in your heart chakra. And as your energy releases, you are feeling the energy of hope now. And there are some unicorns coming in as well. And the unicorns are placing in the codes of purity. They wrote out the word purity. So these are God codes. And Archangel Michael is working with us on the quantum healing field. So the unicorns are placing in the codes of the God codes of purity. So it's like a software, and the software is all God software. So it's like, so they're the God codes, and they're all different types of codes, God codes, that each of the angels and the angelic beings bring. But the codes that don't belong there, the only reason they're there is because they're attracted around your thoughts and beliefs, which are solidified by your feelings. And your feelings are activated by opinions and judgments and criticisms. So it's like the glue that kind of helps them to infiltrate your God code being. Your energy is a God code. So all this other stuff that we get caught up in is impure and therefore is not really true, not real. Because only what God creates is real, and everything else is an illusion. And just take some deep breaths now and just feel the love. And now Jesus is coming in, and he's bringing in the God codes of justice. He's placing the God code of justice. And he says there's a specific signal that some of you are going to feel and be able to perceive. And many of you are going to be called to transmit this God code of justice. Now, Archangel Michael is going to help you, support you in feeling safe to transmit, communicate. And that's why Archangel Michael is saying you can do it, to communicate justice, but from the frequency of the God code. So this means we need to do more listening, be more aware when we think of being an activist of some sort. And when we think of activating the activation of justice and emitting the God code of justice, we have to be connected to that frequency of love, unconditional love. And when you do this, no one, they're writing the word monopoly, no one will be able to monopolize this God code of justice. We may think we know what this is, but it's much purer, much clearer, more refined than what we've been working with. And this is going to open up a whole new network of realizations and ways of working and connecting, and they're writing empathic. So it's going to, this justice your empathic abilities. And like justice is empathic in a way. I think I know what that means. I think you do too. It's a weird thing to put together. There's two words to put together, but it's empathic. Justice is empathic. So you don't need to, work hard to figure out how to make the world just or how to bring justice to your corner of your community. All you have to do is be empathic. And the God code of justice will transmit through you powerfully, they're writing. Powerfully. And it will affect many people, they're saying. Okay. All right, so we're going to close this meditation, healing, but the process of healing, Archangel Michael will remain with you. And he is going to be activating codes of action, God codes for right action. And so he'd like for you to call upon him before any meeting or before any interaction and ask him for these God codes of right action, justice, and to trust your empathic abilities and to trust the empathic frequency, the empathic quantum field that is all around you. It's all around you, it's inside of you, and it's within every being. You can connect to their true awareness. You can connect to people on this quantum field, this quantum energy, and bypass all the bull. You can bypass all of that if you remember that they are energy. Focus less on the physicalness and start focusing on energy. Just like we were talking about with the archangels, to strip those personalities and just focus on energy. And you'll automatically start dealing with that quantum field. And Jesus is saying he can help you to equalize through forgiveness, to give up the strife that you place in your way. We place the strife we perceive, we place it there because of our judgment, because we are too focused on the form that and the personalities, the characteristics that we identify with those forms. And so we are always engaging three-dimensionally instead of on that quantum field of energy. All right, so I send you lots of love and angel blessings. Have a good day.